Hey everybody, I'm John Suscovich, and we're going to start every video with a goal. What's our goal? Our goal is this. We want to raise wonderful eggs, and to do that, we need chickens. And you can either buy started birds, or more popular, you can buy baby chicks because the experience is so great. And when you get those baby chicks, they need a warm, comfortable place to stay in, and that's the brooder. We're going to walk through in this video what I do for my setup, what are the key principles before you even get chicks, and then we'll do a video after we get chicks. But this is the setup video. Let's dive right in. All right, so what we're looking at right now on my farm is my brooder shed. I'm only getting a few birds. I've put up to 240 birds in here. There's an inside area, and then that trapdoor goes to an outside area to one of my chicken tractors, so it doubles, adds another like double of the space, sort of non-mathematical. So in this picture, we can see a bunch of things, right? I have it all closed up. All my windows, what you can see, not see, out of frame, I guess, is that I have it very sealed with a little bit of venting, just so that it's not stagnant air, but I don't have a breeze going through there because it's cold this time of year and want to keep my birds warm. Now, on this side, as we're looking in the shed door, I have my hand sanitizer because you get a lot of poop on your hands, and then you like have poop on your hands and you pick your nose, or like, yeah, you know, you end up with poop in your mouth. It happens. So a hand sanitizer has improved my life a little bit. A clipboard for my record keeping, very important. Here's our hand sanitizer. I have a scale because I like to weigh my chicks on a regular basis just to see how I'm progressing, how much food am I using, what do the birds weigh, how does that, you know, even out with all the other birds. I have a power outlet ready to go, hooked into these three lights. These are lights from Premier One Supplies, where the reason why I like these versus, I think you even have one in here, versus the metal light, is I feel this is much less safe because these cages, even though they're meant to keep the light off the ground, they do fall if it did fall, or they do fall off if it did fall. The birds could get in there. It's just a more open, clunky system. These are very self-contained, and they can be on and things can go awry, and I feel a lot safer. I know enough people at this point who have had fires in their brooder that you want to be safe, whether you use a hover brooder, whether you use bulbs like this, or whether you use a gas-powered propane heater, or natural gas, propane, I think propane. So I'm talking a mile a minute, which is fine. I got my electricity here, and I have one over here, so that I have multiple sources for my lights. And then on the wall right here, this does temperature and relative humidity, because there's a relationship there where there are suggested temperatures to have baby chicks at so that they are warm and safe and good. But those numbers vary a little bit depending on the relative humidity. Those of you who are familiar with the heat index, where it's 90 degrees, but it feels like 110 because there's 90% humidity in the air, that has a similar effect on the birds, and you can't always control the humidity in your brooder, but it's nice to monitor it. And the fun thing about this is that it has a temperature up high where my head and my face would experience it, and then it has a sensor going down low, which I usually move it over into the brooder area. I actually have to move this thermometer now that I'm linger grazing and seeing it on a picture. Up high and down low, because it doesn't matter what I feel. It doesn't matter what you feel. I mean, you know, you matter a little bit, but what matters in our brooding situation is what the chicks feel. And their main area down here, what I have for bedding is hemp chaff. It's the byproduct of a CBD operation that a friend of mine had. And that has worked out really well for us. You can use wood chips, kind of. The pine shavings is what I use typically. Peat moss is the absolute best. I have a whole other video about different materials to use. Peat moss is the best, but it's very dusty. Doesn't bother the birds, but it bothers the people. My coworker is allergic to it. So all that said, we've managed to have this bedding And then the other big note here, besides the lights, which we already discussed, is that my corners are rounded. They could be more aggressively rounded, but I don't have a ton of birds, so it doesn't. I'm comfortable with it. And all these edges are rounded. So I took plastic sheeting and I just cut it to shape and stapled it in so that my birds never bunched into a corner if there was a draft or if something scared them, and then they pile on top of each other and they suffocate each other and they die. So I put the rounded corners in. I have nice, dry, clean bedding. I put about 3 inches across the entire thing because you can fluff it a little bit, add some more in. I've got my lights and we are ready to brood some chickens. The thing that is not pictured in here is that I actually have a Wi-Fi camera that sits there and points down so that I can be at my house and pull up on my phone, thanks in large part, or the total part, to my friend David. I can be on my phone and watch the baby chicks and see where they are arranged around the lights, if they're bunching, if they're too far spread out, or if they're just perfectly, you want a third drinking, a third eating, and a third sleeping. And that is like chicken happiness, baby chick happiness. So now that we're gonna get baby chicks, we want waterers, feeders out. Our baby chicks have arrived. If you like this video, you can like this video, you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification. I will make the next video be about this little like sideways smiley face of chicken infrastructure here. What are the key little details, the linger grazing? How do the little things affect the big things? In order to optimize for happiness, we want to notice all the little things, how they make our chickens' lives as a whole better so that they grow up, be happy, healthy, and produce a lot of eggs. And then optimizing for the happiness of the chicken has a byproduct of making you very happy as well. And so then when you start to unload your chicks, you get your chicks in. And because this is Farm Marketing Solutions, why do I take photographs along the way? Is it just to make content? Is it a YouTuber? No, I always have a camera on me so that I can take a marketing photo. I got Kent Falls Brewing Company right there. I got my chicks splayed out. I got this beautiful, the composition of the shot I'm very proud of. And now I get to share it on Instagram and Facebook and our website and our email list. And because I had my camera along the way, I was able to take pictures of my process to share with you. I was able to get a marketing shot, so I'm able to share my story, develop my relationship with my customers, sell some more eggs, connect with people about beer, and we're optimizing for happiness. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Take it easy. Till next time, I will see you out in the field. Fun fact, I got hit in the face while clearing brush and I just have this little dot in my head and it makes me so self-conscious because of being on the internet. And now you know that. Okay, bye.